Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's sit down and really dig into this potential blockbuster move that's been swirling around the NFL rumor mill. Everyone's talking about the Baltimore Ravens and their linebacker Roquan Smith, and how he might be heading to the Washington Commanders. This isn't just some idle speculation. There are some pretty credible whispers coming from insiders like Adam Schefter, who's been noting that the Ravens are giving serious thought to trading Smith. And let's be honest, this could be a game-changer for the Commanders, especially as they look to solidify their defense and push for a playoff run. The Ravens, sitting at 8-5, have a somewhat porous secondary that's been giving up an average of 250 yards passing per game in 2025, which is a pretty significant issue. They're considering trading Roquan Smith, who has been nothing short of a beast this season, in exchange for a first-round pick and a second-round pick from the Commanders. This move would not only give the Ravens some cap relief, about $20 million to help them bolster their offensive line and rebuild after the transition from coach John Harbaugh, but it would also give the Commanders a major upgrade on defense, especially at linebacker. Let's talk about Smith for a moment. This guy is a true general on the field. He's been the linebacker leader for Baltimore, and his stats speak volumes. In 2025, he's racked up 142 tackles, recorded 8 tackles for loss, snagged 3 interceptions, and earned an impressive PFF grade of 89.5, which puts him among the top linebackers in the league. His coverage efficiency, measured by EPA expected points added, is at -0.32, indicating he's a solid presence in coverage. Despite dealing with a thigh injury in Week 8 that sidelined him for 3 games, Smith has been impactful when on the field, and his run defense win rate is at 42%. And that's not just numbers. He's a leader who commands the defense, making sure everyone's in the right spot and playing with intensity. Now, the Ravens are a bit cautious about this move. Their Super Bowl odds are currently at +800, which isn't great, and they're more focused on rebuilding their offensive line and managing their cap space than holding on to a luxury asset like Smith. They see his $24 million cap hit as a bit of a luxury they can do without, especially when they're prioritizing assets that will help them reload for a deep playoff push. The Ravens are thinking more about the future, about building around their core and filling holes, rather than sticking with a player whose cap hit might be limiting their options. Meanwhile, the Commanders, sitting at 6-7, could really benefit from adding Smith to their linebacking core. Their current linebacker play has been decent but inconsistent, allowing 4 or 5 yards per carry, which is a vulnerability. Bringing Smith into the fold would instantly elevate their run defense, boosting tackles by more than 20%, and significantly improve their zone coverage. The impact on their defense could be transformative. Imagine Smith anchoring the middle, helping to reduce points allowed from around 24 per game down to a projected 19. That kind of upgrade could be the difference maker in close games and help them stay in the playoff hunt. Let's break down what this means on the field. Smith's presence would be a huge boost against the run. He's been responsible for a 15% increase in stops against rushes compared to the current LB2. His ability to read plays quickly and shed blocks makes him a nightmare for opposing offenses. Plus, he's no slouch in pass coverage, with stats showing an improvement of +1. 5 tackles for loss per 100 snaps and a projected increase of 7 turnovers over the season. Just look at what the Seahawks achieved with Bobby Wagner. After trading for him, their run defense improved dramatically, allowing 140 yards less per game in 2022. That's the kind of impact Smith could have on Washington's defense. From a tactical standpoint, Smith's ability to read zone coverages and neutralize tight ends like Travis Kelce would elevate the Commanders' defense into an elite tier. His presence would also improve their red zone efficiency, increasing their defensive success rate by roughly 16%. This upgrade isn't just about individual stats, it's about making the entire defense more cohesive and dangerous. That kind of strategic advantage could be crucial in the postseason, especially against high-powered offenses. Now about the playoff odds. Right now, the Commanders' chances are around +2,500, but if they land Smith, those odds could improve drastically to around +950, according to some simulations. That's a huge swing and could turn them into a legit contender, especially with a solid defense that can force turnovers and shut down the run. In their upcoming games, like the matchup against the Steelers, who average around 180 rushing yards per game, having a linebacker like Smith could be the difference in stopping that ground attack and forcing the Steelers into more passing situations. Simulations show that with Smith, Washington's chances of winning those trench battles could increase by as much as 17%, which is huge in playoff scenarios. This move is reminiscent of some of the legendary trades that have defined NFL history. Think Brian Urlacher's impact on the Bears or Bobby Wagner's influence on the Seahawks. It's a bold move, but one that could cement the Commanders' defense as a top-tier unit. With Smith in the middle, guiding the defense like a true general, Washington could be looking at multiple rings in the coming years. It's a strategic play, going all in on a player who can elevate the entire team, signaling a clear message that they're serious about competing at the highest level. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a talented linebacker. It's about reshaping the identity of the Commanders' defense, making them tougher, smarter, and more relentless. It's about giving the coaching staff a weapon that can change games single-handedly, and giving the fans hope that once again their team is on the cusp of something special. Will it happen? Only time will tell, but if the rumors are true, Washington fans should be excited. This could be the move that takes them from a decent team to a true playoff contender, and maybe, just maybe, puts them back in the Super Bowl conversation. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Roquan Smith could be the missing piece that finally pushes the Commanders over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. Do you believe this move will happen? How do you see Smith fitting into the current roster? Are you excited about the possibility of a stronger, more intimidating defense? I know I am. This could be a game changer, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. We're in this together, and every piece of news, every rumor, every confirmed move is part of the journey toward another Super Bowl run. So keep the faith, keep cheering, and let's hope this story unfolds just as we're all hoping, because the best is yet to come for the Washington Commanders.